Greetings, Flosstube. It is Saturday, September 3rd, 2016, 12:10 p.m. on the East Coast. I just thought I would let everyone know who responded to my Random Act of Kindness Needleminder giveaway that I ended up making quite a few more needle minders than I had people who left comments. So everybody who left a comment is going to get a needle minder. So that would be Verpi R, Susie X Stitcher, Grand So B, Norma Rivera, Beth McGuire, Stitching Along, Threads All Over, Len Yvonne's 2, and Bella 8994. So I'm going to leave my email address in the description box below. And if you can just shoot me an email with your contact information, I will get those in the mail to you as soon as I can. Probably won't be until after Labor Day, since post offices are closed on Labor Day, so it probably won't be till the middle of this coming week, but I will get those out to you. And, hey, thanks for leaving comments. I got a thumbs down on that video, which, thumbs down me if you want to, okay? I'm not going to go into all the reasons why I don't like thumbs downs on video right now, because quite frankly, it's been a topic of discussion and other people have said the same things I would say about it. But, I was having a rotten week last week anyway, when I saw it for the first time. But I'm like, really? How much of a jerk do you have to be to thumbs down something where I just said, to thank you for your support, I want to make a few needle minders and give them away? I don't get people. I just do not get people at all. But anyway, if you are one of those people, please shoot me an email and I will get your needle minder in the mail to you as soon as I can. It's been a pretty quiet week stitchy-wise. I was almost too tired to stitch a couple nights this week, and I just know better than to try to stitch when I'm tired, because I will have frogs the size of Texas show up at the front door if I try to do that. So I never really stitch when I'm sick, and I don't stitch when I'm tired because, my focus is shot. I'm not going to do well. I do have pretty much this weekend to myself as we speak. Bill is in Florida. He made it, but the last picture I saw that our news reporter tweeted from Florida, the weather did not look like it was too good at the moment. They were staying in Ocala, which is about an hour from Gainesville, which is where the University of Florida is. Bill does not, when they get there, he does not have to go to the walkthrough. The walkthrough is it's not exactly a practice, but it's where they literally walk through their game plan with the team. Some coaches script like the first 25 plays or something and then go from there. Some coaches script maybe the first 10 and then try to, adjust as the game unfolds. But when they do the walkthrough, they're basically rehearsing what they're going to do for the first little bit of the game. Fortunately, Bill doesn't have to go because they got caught in a downpour at the high school they were practicing at, and completely everybody got drenched. So Bill said, thank God I wasn't out there with $5,000 cameras, because even with rain gear, it probably would have messed them up. So the weather was bad last night, but they got there. He said the flight was a little bumpy on the landing, but it was windy, so that wasn't entirely unexpected. Very muggy and hot there, but of course, this time of year, that's the kind of thing that lends to a hurricane, is the tropical humidity and all. So the game's tonight at 7:30, so it's almost 12:30 now, which means I've got a long afternoon before I can sit down and watch the game. I do have the SEC network for whatever reason on my cable package, so I do get to watch the game, which is exciting. But in that time, I have a lot of stitchy time. I do need to get some housework done, which I will probably do in between stitching. I went through and I was getting my monthly stitching tracker prepared for September, and I looked, and technically I have 9 whips right now, which is actually better than I thought I did. If you count the 2 long-term whips that I don't really work on as much because they're things I'm stitching for myself. If you count those, I have 9. And I have 7 that I'm working on in a full rotation. So, and then of course tomorrow, I'll have all day tomorrow. It's the last Sunday of no church before we get back to that. Choir practice starts this coming Wednesday, and then of course next Wednesday will be handbell rehearsal in there too. So tomorrow I'm not going to go to church. I am going to go take breakfast to Bill because he's going to sleep at the stadium. I think that people don't realize that the videographers still have to go to work after the game's over, no matter what time it is, and they're not getting back to like 3 o'clock this morning. So he will probably crash out in the locker room. They do have lovely new furniture down there that's very comfortable, according to him. So he's got a blanket and a pillow. He's just going to crash. So I'm going to take him breakfast tomorrow, and I might go to yoga, but I'll have the whole day for stitching otherwise. And then Monday, of course, having the day off. So I plan to be very prolific with my stitching the next few days. I am going to be out of town next weekend because it's our first home game against Boston College, and they lost to Georgia Tech, so I could not be happier for that. Not that I'm a huge Georgia Tech fan, and not that I, completely understand why they had to haul buns all the way to Ireland to play a game, but Cal and Hawaii went to Sydney, Australia. So, I guess it's just to get more of a global appreciation for American football. But I could not be more happy that Boston College lost. Gives us hope for next week. Of course, they suck in a way worse than we do because we did win 3 1A conference games last year. They won 2 1AA and 1 1A non-conference games. So technically, we're better than they are, even though we still had a rough season last year. So anyway, I'm going to take my stitching with me because I'll drive out to Norwood on Friday night after work and probably just sit in the lobby of the hotel and stitch while I'm waiting for Bill to get done with team meetings and all. But then, of course, Saturday I'll be shot, and Sunday I might have a little bit of time. But, this weekend I plan to make up for the lost time I'm going to have the next couple of weekends. So we'll see. There's 4 home games in a row, so for the next month I might not get that much done that I don't do on the weekdays. But so I hope to come back with some progress videos. Maybe by Monday I can make another video. I just wanted to announce the winners of my random act of kindness. And just to thank you. I have over 200 subscribers now, which I never thought would happen. And I wasn't in it for the number of subscribers. I was just in it to share my love of cross stitch with people out there who have the same passions about it that I do, because I don't personally know anyone who does, other than my mother, and we don't live in the same state anymore, so it's not like we can just get together, and sit and stitch on the weekends or something and talk about stitching. So thank you very much. I totally love you all. You guys are so great. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot. Sometimes when you participate in kind of an eccentric type hobby that people look at like, well, why do you do that or whatever, it can feel a little alienating, especially something that's solitary. And most of my hobbies are solitary now that I think about it. I mean, I'm a writer and blogger, and I'm a cross stitcher and a photographer and a musician. Now, music, of course, I do in a group, but that's really the only thing that I do that has a group base. So thank you all. Just thank you all for everything, all your support and your sweet comments. And thank you to Garrett and Kathy for making Flosstube what it is. It's nice to know that I'm not alone in this crazy enabling thing, I feel like every time I watch somebody's video, I see 20 more things I want to do. And Sandra Lynch is the latest enabler in my case, because she showed a cool Charlie Harper cross-stitch pattern that she had. And I've been aware of Charlie Harper's artwork. I wasn't aware that he died in 2007, but I was aware of his artwork because some of the stationery I've used has it on there. And with my love of birds, his pictures are right up my alley. But I didn't know there were cross-stitch patterns based on his artwork, so I went to, I think it was Stitcher's Paradise, and I put like 3 cardinal patterns and 1 of a basset hound with a bird on its head on my wish list. Now, thankfully, the enablement stopped there because I was like, I don't need these right now. I just want to remember where they are and what the names of the patterns are for future use. So I stopped short of actually getting them, which was good. I haven't had any significant stash haul in a while. I did buy a couple of Mill Hill kits. One of them being the drum Christmas ornament that I'm going to make for my nephew that I'm stitching now, which is part of my September rotation. That's probably, if I take something with me next week to Gillette, that's probably what I'll take because it's small enough that, you know, I can just sit on the couch in the hotel lobby and stitch on it. I'm not going to take Nutty Parade or anything that big. I'll work on those this weekend because, you know, just dragging all the threads and everything, just, nah, too much of a chance of something getting messed up somehow. But I'm really impressed with the Mill Hill drum ornament because the colors are just fantastic. It's only like 4 colors. It's gold, green, red, and blue, and then it's got a metric crap ton of beads. It's mostly beads and a little bit of stitching. I am doing the Love Coffee one that everyone else has seen. That one I'm making for my niece, and I just have to bead that. I finished stitching that one. I just have to go back and bead it, so that's another part of my September rotation. Then, of course, Nutty Parade, 99. I'm even going to throw Old Glory and my robot sampler into the mix just for when I get frustrated with another piece. But really, Nutty Parade is the one that I'm going to put the arms to the fire and try to get that one done. I want that one to be my next big finish. And if I can get that one finished by Christmas for my nephew, then any other stitching I do for the rest of the year is really just going to be cake. You know, it's going to be the icing on the cake. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, hopefully I'll be back Monday with an update. And I just wanted to thank everyone and give the results of the giveaway. So thank you very much. And until next time, happy life and happy stitching.